to the Color Cinema. I am Aaron, and tonight we're doing, well, we got a couple things to do. We are going to do some Umbrella unboxings, unveilings. I've already taken the kind of the steps to get all the plastic off it so that we don't have to go through all that mess. And we're going to look at the 88 Films announcements because my good friend George actually let me know that 88 Films set up some pretty big announcements as well. So we have in total 8 films that we're going to be unboxing today that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at films. Hey there, welcome, Matt. Hey, they're disconnected. We are going to be looking at some exploitation, some Cat 3, some Kung Fu films, some even one that has a actual CD with it, and one that I kind of wish had a CD with it. So that's kind of the neat thing right there. So also tonight, around, hey, there's zombies. Welcome, man. Around about an hour or so ago, maybe a couple hours right now, 88 Films announced some more releases coming out. I think in probably maybe June, July. We'll check. But I did try and get everything tweeted out. I just got off work long enough to set this up and come in here and talk to you guys about all this. So bear with me for a moment, and we have a list of titles that we're going to go through today. One of which my good friend Disconnected showed off in the last video that I was in with him. Now we do. Hey there, Chris. Welcome, man. Have a video coming up actually very soon, which I gotta set up there. Super excited about the 88 Films announcements. So we're going to be looking at the 88 Films announcements as well. But right now we're going to start out by looking at the stuff that I got from Umbrella, and this is 2 months worth of Umbrella releases. So one is from last month, and one is from this here month. And of course, there's a month coming up, which I'm very excited about because I know Snapshot is coming out, and I'm hoping to get Snapshot. That's a release I've been wanting for a bit. But let's start with the World Cinema release, World Cinema number 5, and Neil Franco, and that is Run Lola Run. So I remember seeing this one back on the days of VHS. So yes, this is the VHS era film, and I really like this one. So this girl here would go on to be, I think she was the main actress in the Firstborn movie. The Firstborn one, right, Raj? She was in the Firstborn movie, right? Franca, what's her name again? Franca Potent. Like she's the main girl, I think. Anywho, the way they got theirs done, aside from like this jazzy little slipcover, we get different artwork on the inside. I love this about Umbrella. We get artwork here as well, different artwork here. And when you open it up, I'll just take it the Blu-ray disc because this is a Blu-ray, and you can see right there the beautiful Franca is in this one as well. And I'm excited about this release. Now, as for features on here, not a lot, but we do have a commentary with the director and the main actress, so I'm actually kind of stoked with that. And still running featurette and a trailer on there as well. Commentary is always my favorite featurette, so unless you get a full-length documentary, commentary tends to be my favorite feature on any film. So I'm always stoked with this commentary track. So this I'm excited about. Next up, we have a couple of the Sunburnt Screen editions, and a couple of like different ones too. So this is a bit of an odd film, but I remember the trailer for this one. And this one is Kazi. So Kazi is Toni Collette. Well, the film stars Toni Collette, Ben Mendelsohn, Rachel Griffith, and Colin Fraze. There's a ton of people in this one. But if you hear the name Anatomy is a bit, I like Anatomy actually. If you've heard the name Toni Collette and Rachel Griffith, you're probably thinking, if you're my age or a little bit younger, you're probably thinking of the movie Muriel's Wedding, which is kind of what rocketed them both into stardom. But this is another one. I'm not sure if it's by the same people as Muriel's Wedding or not, but it's got the same 2 leads. And it's an odd little film. So basically, this is a movie that's set about like, they're making, of course, the opera Kazi, Mozart's Kazi. But not only they're doing it at a home for at a mental hospital with patients. So this is a weird, quirky little film. But I love weird, quirky little films. Hey there, William. Hey there, Alan. I know all about hopefully your wrist surgery went okay, man. So physical therapy is majorly important. I found it the hard way on that one, man. We got an on interview with Richard Brennan here, an on interview with Louis Nora, excerpt of oral history with film buff Paul Harris and Richard Brennan. We got a stills gallery. On the inside of this one too, there is going to be different artwork, like slightly different artwork. You can see the. Here we go. And this look at this. This has a very Muriel's Wedding type of look to it. Even the if you remember Muriel's Wedding, either way, if you remember the poster art for it and the hey there Toku, welcome man, and the colors of the of the and the font, it's the same. It's the same style font, but this is very different than Muriel's Wedding. I have not yet mentioned the 20 new releases from 88 Films, but I'll be getting those, Jesse. Don't worry. Is there 20? Oh my God. I did not see 20 there, but I'll definitely check that out. Next up is Puberty Blues, which is number 16. That was number 15. Sunburnt Screen is one of my favorite sub-labels to collect right now. I usually like every one of these. So this one here is a coming-of-age story. Introduction from the director, Bruce Beresford. We got Rewinding Puberty Blues, feature with Nell Schofield, Tony Hughes, Jay Hackett, and Jeff Rowe. Audio commentary with actress Nell Schofield and cinematographer for Don McAlpin. Interviews with Nell Schofield and Bruce Beresford. As you guys know, I love me. There's so many. Holy crap. We're going to have to go through. But I love me some of these here releases. And the ones that you guys are probably going to be interested in. But trust me, do not sleep on some of the Sunburnt Screen releases. This is the first of their new sub-label called Films of Fury. So they're doing a martial arts sub-label. And they're starting out with a classic. Hey there, Dave. Welcome, man. I have seen The Eternals. I have not yet seen No Time to Die. I'm waiting on my better half to watch that one with me. But I really like The Eternals. But now that being said, I'm a huge Jack Kirby fan. So like take that with as you will. So this is The Big Boss. And we got on it a feature documentary here. We have Bruce Lee, the man, the legend. We got a Bruce Lee versus Peter Thomas interview with Tung Wei. Rare scene extension, alternate openings, alternate endings, stills gallery, trailer. Hello there, Sculder. And on the inside, we got the artwork right here. And we got the artwork right here. And we also have a postcard. Every one of the Films of Fury releases will be having a postcard on the inside of it. And I love the artwork on the inside. So I'm going to share that as well. So first there's the disc. And here. Oh yeah. 8 diagram profile is going to be cool, man. It is gorgeously done. So a great first release for the Films of Fury series. And love the fact that they actually put a Bruce Lee documentary on this. There's a second Bruce Lee release coming out next month, by the way, in the Films of Fury series, and that will also have a documentary on it. But this is number 1, so you want to get in at the beginning. Here's the thing. A lot of the sub-labels can be really overwhelming if you wait a while to go into them. But like when I started when VSAs came out for Vinegar Syndrome, I started buying them right away, and I tried to keep up with them. So it made it easy to get like a nice collection of them. But now I got a decent collection of VSAs, and much like this here, if you go in when there's like 1 or 2 that are there, it's easy to start collecting and then once there's quite a few of them, you have this like really cool, massive looking collection for a company, and that's I'm really stoked about. One of these here, I'm going to be very careful with showing you guys. But now this one is Shane. This is from Sunburnt Screens, and it is number 13 in Sunburnt Screens. Oh, I did them in the wrong order. So this is one I'm really stoked about watching. Now, this is not for everybody, though. This trigger warning here, because it does deal like strongly with SA. So definitely, but it's a really good release. So basically, there's this town where there are these rambunctious young guys, and they basically attack females, and this like stranger comes into town basically who's just been attacked. Now, I do not buy now these here. Like just to let you know, I do buy Umbrella releases. These here are, review copies I get that I got come and say. Now, here's the thing though. For if you live in Canada and you get something come from Australia, uh, you get charged. So in a way, yes, I do buy a lot of Umbrella releases because I get charged quite a large amount when it comes to the custom fees. But it's worth it, to be honest with you. But this is a really, really cool release. I haven't seen this in a long time, and I really want to rewatch this because this was a pretty, pretty brutal film. One that I kind of got under my skin. All right, so no kids in the room, right? Because we're going to look at a Category 3 release, which we're going to look at just slightly because it's NSFY. And when I do my video with Ryan, with Disconnected here on probably Thursday night, I think it's Thursday night, isn't it, Ryan? We'll be most likely talking about this film more when we talk about the Vinegar Syndrome Valentine's Day sale. But it's not one I can talk about a lot on here, or even I got to make sure I can show it. Yeah, I think I can show it. And this is Sensual Cinema number 2. This is Sex and Zen. This is the first of the Sex and Zen series. How many are there? Well, there's so many Sex and Zen movies that there's actually a 3D Sex and Zen film. This is a Category 3 film. And Category 3 films are, well, nobody under 18. But yeah, haven't gotten a lot of Category 3 here. I think the first Category 3 film that I ever saw was back in the days of DVD. And it was I didn't get a Super Mario Brothers. That's actually one I'm going to be picking up myself. Actually, probably sometime this year. Still need that one. Naked Killer. So Naked Killer was the first Category 3 film that I ever saw, and at the time didn't know what Category 3 was. I just knew I really liked it, and it was a insane film. And if you've ever seen a Category 3 film, basically it means it's going to be like above 18. It's going to be insane. There's going to be insanity in the film, nudity for sure, violence 100%. Is there going to be like a lot of like martial arts in a lot of cases, or shooting? Yes. It's going to be ultra violent and ultra sexy, and well, so if you find it sexy, but it's really, really kind of cool stuff. There's some great like interior like design and artwork that I can't show you because of what's on it. But when I say it's a really well done release, and just feature wise on there, we get an interview with the director, Michael Mark, which I'm guessing is, since it's in English subtitles, maybe his name isn't actually Michael Mark, or maybe it's an anglicized version of his name. But I'm really big on Sensual Cinema releases. The first one they came out with was Showgirls, and there is a double feature one that's coming out next month, which I'm hoping that'll get sent my way, because it's in the Realm of Senses, which is an insane film if you've ever seen it. And I can't remember the second one is, but it's I think it's an Asian French film. All right, so next up is another World Cinema release number 4, and that is Wim Wenders' The Bonavista Social Club. Now, this one is a particular favorite of my better half. She actually talked about this movie long before. I think it was probably early-ish when we got together. She talked about this film, and I don't think we ever got it. But I think maybe it was Criterion or something put out. She always wanted to get it. So anyway, we got it now. Oh, that sucks, man. Catch it and repeat. Trust me, especially Sean, if you're going to be looking at the sale, because we're going to be trying to do it. I'm going to be trying to do it so that we're live when the sale goes live. That's why I'm trying to figure out if the sale's going live on Thursday night or not. So Bonavista Social Club, fantastic film with some incredible music. I kind of wish this had a CD. This is the one that I wanted a CD soundtrack for. So we got Ry Cooder here. Oh no, yeah, it is Ry Cooder. So pretty much it's a lot of Cuban music, additional scenes, tactical trailer, really, really cool music. If you like music at all, you're probably gonna love this one. And we can actually look at the inside of this one here. So Perfect. So it is Thursday night. So I'll set it up, Ryan, and we'll do it. We'll do like the whole big thing for it. So guys, Thursday, if you're a part of my Patreon, because it's going to be a Patreon exclusive, because it is a Valentine's Day sale for Vinegar Syndrome, and that means we're going to get some naughty films, but it also means we're going to get some horror as well, some 4K UHD horror. So you are going to want to be there live for when me and Ryan go live, because we are going to react live to the sale, to the damage. So we're going to give you some super cool choices for the sale before it goes live as well. So a lot of fun stuff on Thursday. So you don't want to miss out. And if you can't be there live, then come in, make sure you check it out, because always Ryan's a wealth of knowledge, and cannot wait to do this video. All right, you want to see something with a wealth of extras on it? Well, welcome to The Man from Hong Kong. Now, this is pretty much known on the DVD is the most stacked edition that that I've ever seen put out from Umbrella. Now, Umbrella has been taking some of the bonus movies and stuff that's been on Man from Hong Kong and giving them new transfers. And now we get a new transfer for The Man from Hong Kong itself. How much features does it have? It has this much features. I will read them out to you, too. It also has another bonus, which I'll tell you in a second. And then we're going to get to 88 films. But we have here the original soundtrack CD, the first official release of the CD. So only for the first 3,000 units of Man from Hong Kong has the original soundtrack CD. So if you want that soundtrack CD, you have to get this within the first 3,000 units of this release. We got a 2001 audio commentary with writer-director Brian Trenchard Smith, so you know that's going to be good. Actor Hugh Keys-Byrne and stunt director Grant Page, the fabulous Grant Page, who you saw in my, when I unboxed Stunt Rock last month. We got extended interviews from Not Quite Hollywood with writer-director Brian Trenchard Smith and David Haney. Cast members George Lazenby. Yep, George Lazenby. Rebecca Gilling is in this. Roger Ward is in this one here. We got cinematographer Russell Boyd. Second unit camera director John Seal. First assistant director Hal McElroy. That we have a 50-minute documentary called The Stuntman from 1973 by Brian Trenchard Smith. We got a 75-minute TV special called The Kung Fu Killers, done in 1974 by Trenchard Smith, and featured the great Grant Page and George Lazenby himself, Mr. James Bond. We have behind-the-scenes footage, press conference and opening night newsreel footage, trailers from hell with the commentary by Brian Trenchard Smith. And Brian Trenchard Smith is definitely the voice of Trailers from Hell. Does the best Trailers from Hell that you can imagine out there. And we get an all-new Brian Trenchard Smith trailer reel as well. So let's break this one open up so we can see what it looks like on the inside. And we can see the artwork right here. But you've already seen that, so let's look at the... Yep, at midnight. So if you might be able to catch us after all, man. The dragon flies. The dragon flies. The devil dies when the dragon flies. And of course, that stars the incomparable Jimmy Wang Yu. The inside of this, you can see Jimmy Wang Yu with his machete right there. And I love the artwork here on the inside here. And here we have the soundtrack, the official soundtrack for The Man from Hong Kong as well. Let's just pop this out here so we can see some of the fantastic artwork that's done on this. And we got a track listing on the back here. So it looks like we have 23 tracks altogether, 22 from the film, and there's one here that's actually an unused title track, which is Power. And we got stuff here from Jigsaw. We got here vocals by Dino Webster Green, vocals by Peter Nelson. So mastered for CD by a great friend of the channel, actually, Jamie Blanks. So Jamie Blanks worked on this, guys. And anything that Jamie Blanks worked on, is going to be fantastic. I stand by that. So here we are with 8, count them out, 8 films. So let me just do what my OCD self has to do right now. Put them in order. So From the World Cinema Collection, we have number 4 and number 5 with the Buena Vista Social Club and Run Lola Run. From the Ozploitation Collection, we have number 9, which is The Man from Hong Kong, the one I just showed you guys right there. From the Central Cinema Collection, it's number 2, so it's easy to get on this one as well. Sex and Zen, but no, that's a Cat 3 film before you go into it. We have the very first Films of Fury with the Big Boss, with a documentary on Bruce Lee and a card as well. And we have 3 releases from, I'm missing number 14. I wonder what 14 is. I got to buy that one. From Sunburnt Screens, we got Shame, we have Kazi, and we have Puberty Blues. So I'm missing one Sunburnt Screen, and I got to figure out which one that is, because I've been pretty much gotten almost every one of them so far. Imprint is Australian too. That's correct. I would love to get stuff from Imprint, but I don't know. I don't have any of their contacts actually. So let us dive into the. Is it best to go? You think to the Twitter for 88 Films? I got their Twitter open up, or should I just go to Disconnect his Twitter, because I know he'll have it. But let's dive into it right now and see some of those sexy releases. So let's go to 88 Films, see if they've put them on their coming soon list yet. Nope. So looks like we've got here Forbidden City Cop with Stephen Chow. Do you have them up there? I'm just going to go Disconnect. Yeah. By the way, if you are not following the Disconnected when it comes to Twitter and any form of social media, you so should be. Because the dude posts, if you want to see an announcement come up, you're going to see a ton of stuff with his stuff. He puts a ton of like cool announcements here. All right. Oh, great. Is that one coming too? How many are there? Right, so we know about this one. This is the one that we knew about before. Well, I knew about it. So we'll start here. But of course, there is what you guys know about this one. There is there's a Species box set, which of course looks gorgeous. So there's Species and Species 2. I think they both star Natasha Henstridge. No, I don't. I don't tier it, Sean. That way I want to make sure that it can be whatever somebody affords. So if you can afford $1, if it's $3, whatever. So you're never gonna miss out by. I don't want to gatekeep with the tier. That's why I haven't done tiers yet. Like people tell me to go do tiers, but I'm not quite sure how to do it at this point. But yeah, go in on anything that you want to. You don't have. There's no special amount. So this has Natasha Henstridge, who is from Daniels Harbor. Well, yeah. So I used to live pretty much, but 40 minutes, right? Daniels Harbor. What's about a 40-minute drive from Cowhead? Yeah, from Cowhead. Well, how far? 20 minutes? Not even that, right? Half hour. So yeah. So when I was a kid, hey there. When I was a kid, basically, I was a teenager, basically, we'd have a hockey tournament every year. And we go to, like, Daniels Harbor is where the hockey tournament would be. So this is where this actress is actually from, the girl from the first films. She was young when I was there, though. She's younger than me. So anyway, so she's in Species 1, Species 2. I'm not sure about Species 3. Species 4, I think, is a sci-fi film, so I don't think she's in that. And apparently there's going to be a ton of extras. That's going to be exciting. and we followed up with Zeter. Okay, so also coming out, and kind of surprised to see that, but we got what do we got on this one here? Revenge of the Dead, basically. Yeah, because I'm surprised they didn't use the Revenge of the Dead cover because the Revenge of the Dead cover is pretty iconic, actually. Um, there's actually a book on zombies that uses that Revenge of the Dead cover for it. Um, we got audio commentary by Kim Newman, audio commentary by Barry Forsaw, and Eugenio Ercolani on here, and Eugenio Ercolani featurettes. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. I don't have any of these like martial arts releases. I got to get some of these. Um, and we also have Hero coming. That's a good looking case. That looks good. So no feature announcements yet on that one. Let's just see, because sometimes it can't say. And we can follow this up with Human Lanterns, which is another great, cool film. So if you've never seen this one, another of the martial arts releases. I really need these martial arts releases. So that's a cool cover. Look at that cover, guys. How cool is that cover? I missed George's message. Yeah, you had to like look through the 80 films released to see which ones are region free, Sean. At the point of this much stuff, it's really worth it, man, to go to go region free if you can. So we got Violent City with Charles Bronson and Telly Savalas. Who doesn't want that? Because come on, it's Charles Bronson, Telly Savalas. Like that's enough, right there. And look at this cover. Look how sexy this cover looks. This is what number in the Italian collection are they up to now? It's got to be ways up there. See, this is why, guys, you start early when it comes to these things. So, Umbrella just put it the first Films of Fury. That's the second Sensual Cinema. So, get into those early. Um, Vinegar Cinema did the VSPs are only on number 2. Number 3 is coming out. So go into these things early. Romper Stomper. Okay, so we got Romper Stomper coming out as well. God, it's been a long time since I've seen this movie. Russell Crowe. Von says us coming in from Kino. So there you go. So if you don't get it there, hopefully, Matt, you're feeling okay, man. $71. See that? There you go. This is why you got to go on early with these here releases. Because can you imagine like this being your first Italian collection, like one title that you're getting, and you're super OCD like I am? Then that's going to be killer. You realize there's 70 other titles that you haven't got that now you suddenly want. Uh, but yeah, there's some great stuff. This one came out from Umbrella Entertainment recently, as well, actually last year. This is Stone. So if you've never seen Stone, Stone is a biker movie, and it's definitely a more realistic biker film. This is a really, really good, really brutal, violent film. So if you have not seen this, I definitely recommend Stone. Um, I might say, yeah, no, go with the Umbrella release. I know they did have. I thought they had like a soundtrack something with the Umbrella release, so you might want to go with Umbrella for that one. But deleted scenes, Stone Forever, Not Quite Hollywood, extended interviews, makeup tests, slideshow with commentary by director Sandy Harbutt. So a fantastic film. But Stone's also come from Severin. See, Severin was was one of Stone's. Stone was one of Severin's original releases. It was one of the early films that they put out on DVD when they were first coming around. So them putting out Stone now is kind of I guess an upgrade to the original release. We got a new Jackie Chan one. My cousin's gonna be excited about this one because he's a huge Jackie Chan fan. We got Half a Loaf of Kung Fu. Remember this one? Ever seen this one? So look at the gorgeous covers that they put on these here. I think this is probably, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably another Kung Fu Bob, like drawn release, right? By the way, if you're here right now, I got to say the YouTube thing of like, share, subscribe, and all that type of goodness. I do have a Patreon, and I will be doing a big video on Thursday with my good friend Disconnected here. We'll be looking at the Vinegar Syndrome Valentine's Day sale. I have a merch store which needs to be updated, and there's a T-shirt that's going to be retired in the merch store, and there's a couple new T-shirts coming up, and hopefully another cup or two. And we have here the Marshall Club. I don't know if I've seen this one. I'm not sure about the cover, but I'm probably love the film. More than likely, I'll love the film. When was this one done? 1981. I could have seen it. More? Okay, we got Zone Troopers. I thought they put in Zone Troopers before. Maybe this is a re-release. Zone Troopers. It's going to be on their MGM releases. I love this cover though. This is a gorgeous cover. Is Zone Troopers Full Moon? Zone Troopers Full Moon? Or like Empire Pictures or something like that? What do I feel that it could be? It's got a feel of one of the style of film. And it stars Tim Thomerson, so I'm going to guess it might be.
By Empire Pictures.
Empire, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So it is Empire Pictures is what Full Moon became. Oh, well, it's Empire Pictures first. Okay, here's one I really want: Mardi Gras Massacre. So for those that don't know, hey there, Fuzz, welcome. I say now you make me want to get like Marshall Club, Jacob. So Mardi Gras Massacre came out initially. I think it might have been. Was it Code Red, or was it from the other company? It might have been Code Red, but it always whatever company had it, like it kept going out of print anyway. So I want this film so bad. Like, look at the cover of this film. How can you not want Mardi Gras Matt? Look at this movie. I don't even know what feature it's going to have. Don't care. I want it. We got another Jimmy Wang Yu. So there you go, guys. Jackie Chan too. The Killer Meteor. The Killer Meteors. Do you know it?
No, I know of it.
Is that Jackie Chan?
Yeah.
And Jimmy Wang Yu together?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so this is a kind of cool one, guys. So that we got Jackie Chan, we got Jimmy Wang Yu, both of them in this film. So that's gonna be cool. That's cool. They weren't. You guys were joking. There's a ton of releases there. We got one with Maggie Chang too. We got The Seventh Curse. So this looks gorgeous. I am absolutely adoring this cover, and yeah, I want all these martial arts. I want all these Asian releases. Their Asian releases are so good. We got Chow Yun Fat in this one. Huge Chow Yun Fat fan. So hell yeah, this is a cool one. All these, there hasn't been a bad release like announced here. So Mardi Gras Massacre is an unofficial like sequel to Blood Feast, but we got Blood Diner, Maddie. That's also an unofficial sequel to Blood Feast. Of all the movies that have like two unofficial sequels, you wouldn't think like Blood Feast would be the one that that would have it. And here's one of the big ones. Here, this is a big announcement. It's a 4K. Yes, yes, yes. We are getting a 88 Films 4K. Now, it's been a while since I looked at the 88 Films website. Is this their first 4K, or is there one I've missed out on? because I'm wondering if 80 Films been doing 4K before, or if this is either way. It's a big deal. So we got Mark Dacascos. We got Kadeem Hardison from A Different World, and God, and a lot of movies. Actually, Death by Temptation. We got the late Brittany Murphy, right? She's the one that passed away. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I keep accidentally killing people. It's the first 4K. Thanks. That's what I thought. So this is the very first 4K. So when people are wondering, hey, is 4K a thing? 4K is officially a thing. Every one of the big companies now are going into 4K. Umbrella did for 4K with Whiplash last year. We got Lakino's done a bunch of 4K. Criterion has gone into 4K. They'll get it right soon, hopefully. We got 4Ks from Vinegar Syndrome. There's like so much great time. And now we got their first 4K release. It is Mark Dacascos. I really do like Mark Dacascos. He's cool. I love him as a bad guy too in Hawaii Five-0. Remember? Because he's the main bad guy. So we got and really feature wise on here. What do we got? So I'm glad you put features there, man. We got a documentary, 47-minute long documentary on this one. We got 6 deleted scenes, interview, gallery with cast, director, and crew, including stars. It's like we might have an. Is that a commentary? Like fight choreographer, stars Mark Dacascos, Kim Harrison. Wrong. Oh, theatrical cut. So there's 2 cuts of the film on here as well. Like, yeah, damn, guys, more 4K coming from 88 Films as well. That is good news. But man, we got our first 4K from 88 Films, and man, is that fantastic. '88 Films came out this Monday and just showed their hand, and they're like, this is what we got coming. Like bam after bam after bam after bam after bam. Like one really cool film after another. Martial arts films. Got some horror films. Morgan, welcome. Are you excited? But 88 Films' first 4K release. Because it's some awesome stuff. They're doing Drive in 4K. See, I would like to see the Taxi films. Those French action films, Taxi films. Pretty sure it's Taxi. Done in put out. I want to see somebody put out really good releases of those, because those are cool. Like they redid it like in North America. I think it might have been with Jimmy Fallon or something like that. It was an unusual choice, whoever it was. But I think it is. At this point, Sean, I think it really is. Like, let's be honest. Like when it comes to like most TVs that are coming out now are 4K anyway. Like, and that's just like your average TV. When you go to your local Walmart, your Target, anything like that, you got to say out the gate, like most TVs are going to be 4K TVs. I've got 2 4K TVs in my house. I have one upstairs. I got a 55-inch upstairs and a 65-inch in my living room. But honestly, Brian, I'll go with the actual 4K release over the actual kind of like the 4K downscale. Welcome, man. It's been a while. Doing pretty good. With the big sale coming up on Friday, on Thursday night. But I had to come in and do this. There were just too many announcements. I got to thank George. I got to give big ups to George, because I did not know these announcements were right there. I was working, and I got a message on my Facebook, and it was like, "Did you?" He was like, "I'm super excited about these 88 Films announcements." So like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "What 88 Films announcement?" Pre-ordered 7th Curse and Human Lanterns. Nice. Will you be pre-ordering Drive? He does so much good stuff, man. He is so good. 7th Curse, a cool release. Meteors, Killer Meteors. I'm kind of excited about that one. Mardi Gras Massacre, even though it's a Blood Feast, it's a unofficial Blood Feast sequel. I don't know. I'm still kind of excited. Although I was not a huge Blood Feast fan, not gonna lie to you. Well, the thing is, I'm not quite sure, but I'll tell you one thing, Sean. Our 4K discs, most of them anyway, are region free. So now the Blu-rays that are included with 4K discs, can be locked into the regions that they're in. Well, the actual 4K discs themselves are region free. So basically, if you buy a movie like a 4K film in the UK or in China or anywhere, then you're getting like a region free film. And there you go. Brian Goes Blues is here to back me up with the 220 Electronics, which is probably the most famously known for their region free releases, for the region free players. Probably where I'm going to go when I got to get my next region free player. Actually, when mine finally craps out on me, I've only got two here, and they've had them for a few years. So one of these days they are going to go. So again, I'm super stoked about these announcements. Now, I'll show you guys once again before I go, because it's going to be a shorter video, what I got today from Umbrella, because again, I got some amazing. I'll be reviewing and ranking every single one of these Umbrella releases that I'm going to show you here right now. And they are Shame. And a very cool film. Some great special features. Probably going to watch this tonight, actually. We have Kazi here with Toni Collette and Ben Mendelsohn and Rachel Griffiths. Pretty much sure this is done. Is this done from the same people who did Mira's Wedding?
I don't think so.
Don't think so? It's just the same two leads? Is that it?
Probably. I was up, but man.
Yeah. How did that get show? And they're disconnected. Yeah, hit up Disconnected's Twitter, because once we disconnect to Twitter, that put everything right in the right spot for me. So big shout out to the Disconnected. We're going to be doing a video together here on Thursday. Check out his Twitter. Tons of deals. Like hit on his Amazon links, because affiliate stuff helps us out. We got Puberty Blues right here, coming of age one. I actually kind of want to watch that too. I'll probably watch that one by myself, actually. We have their first Films of Fury, their first Kung Fu release, which is The Big Boss. And it does come with a limited edition like card and slipcase as well. We got Sensuous Cinemas. It's a Cat 3 title here, Brian, with Sex and Zen. So super stoked to check that out. We got The Man from Hong Kong here with a brand new CD, original soundtrack of The Man from Hong Kong, done. It looks like it was done by Jamie Blanks. He kind of oversaw it. We got the Buena Vista Social Club here from their World Cinema releases. Oh, then dude, that's a cool one. I mean, like they have like Bruce Lee, the Man, the Legend on here, documentary as well. And they put these. Like, this is a great looking release. There's the card on the inside. Each one of these love these little collector cards. Look at that. Yeah, I agree. This is one of my favorite Bruce Lee films, if not my favorite Bruce Lee film. Robo Tricks. I got to grab that one too down the road. So much goodness. And the one I didn't mention yet was the fantastic Run, Lola, Run. Yeah, a lot of us totally fell in love with Franca right here. Because Franca, right? Did I get right? Franca, yeah, Franca. Because she is so engaging in this film. And yeah, super gorgeous. I think she is anyway. Anywho, my name is Aaron. I want to thank you so much for joining me here tonight. This was an impromptu video. I didn't intend to do one tonight. I was actually going to do a pre-tape one for the Umbrella releases. After I watched them, I was going to do a review and rank, but I want to do it today because I wanted to talk about these releases. I wanted to let you guys know that if you're a Crimson Cult member, if you're a Patreon member, Thursday night is definitely the night to be here and to be here live, because we will be going live before the sale. We will be talking. I did tell a story. It is insane. I can't on here and say, but I will be talking about it a bit more on Thursday's Patreon show, because the story between that and that one is NSFY, not safe for YouTube, man. Uh, but we will be checking out some of that stuff. We'll be giving you some recommendations for the sale. We'll be live to react to the unveiling and the announcement of the new releases that's coming out, including a horror 4K UHD release that's coming from Vinegar Syndrome on Thursday. So make sure you check that out. If you have not checked out any of these Umbrella releases, check them out. I'll try and link some of them in my video down below, because there's some really cool releases there. Especially get in early on stuff like the Films of Fury and the Central Cinemas. Like, it's still early in the world cinema stuff too. If you're into stuff like Run Lola Run, which is a really cool release. My good friend Brian Sauer from Just to This and Pure Cinema podcast and the Just to This YouTube channel, he texted me when he got this. He said, I just got Run Lola Run. I'm super excited. Definitely want to check out and just look at the inside. Look how well these are done. Like, you got this, which is fantastic. It has its own slip, but you look on the inside, you got all the different artwork here. And I really love the fact that they did that. And you look on the inside, you get the artwork for the disc right here, and you get so super cool stuff. Super stoked about all these releases. Thanks, Umbrella Entertainment, for getting these releases out to me. These are ones I really, really am looking forward to. And yeah. Quite the stack. Here you go, guys. Some fantastic stuff from Umbrella. See, I'm hoping if I put it up for long enough, it'll actually make for my for a good screenshot for my for the channel. Anywho, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Have a fantastic evening there. My name is Aaron. If this is your first time coming to the College Cinema, I want to thank you for joining me today. If you've been here before, I want to thank you for coming back, and hopefully you'll come back again really, really soon, and hopefully I'll be back on here again really, really soon. As always, it costs nothing to be kind, so be kind to others and be kind to yourself. You deserve it, and paying it forward always helps out. As I said there, please hit the like, share, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And if you want to go and join the Patreon to be here for the big special video, then that's happening on Thursday. Come in before then, and lots and lots of other back catalog stuff to look at on my Patreon stuff, as well as some upcoming stuff, including a couple visual essays. Well, I am Aaron. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me in the Call to Cinema. And as always, hidey ho, because right here in the Call to Cinema, you do have a friend to the end. And I will see you guys soon.